Nullification with Deborah Norville.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining us. Talk about a special delivery. A mom and her baby are doing just fine today, despite her little one making a super fast arrival on a New York City street while mom was trying to hail a cab to get to the hospital. Megan Alexander delivers our report.
It's a crazy scene on the sidewalks of New York. A crowd is huddled around a woman because she's just given birth. The amazing scene happened right here. The expecting mom went into labor inside her apartment on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. She came downstairs to catch a cab, but there was no time. The baby wouldn't wait even a New York minute. Propped up by her doorman, the 39-year-old mom went into labor, surrounded by a bunch of New Yorkers who came to her aid. How are you? It's pretty nice. And here's the mom today. Her name is Polly McCourt. She has her healthy 7-pound, 6-ounce baby girl. She said her doorman tried to hail a cab in the middle of rush hour. Was it a miracle what happened?
It was beautiful.
I was trying desperately to hail a cab, and a lady walked out 5 meters in front and hailed a cab and got into it. And I went, no, that's my cab. I want that cab.
Polly's husband, Keene, was stuck in traffic. He arrived minutes after the baby was born. Strangers gave Polly sweaters to keep warm. Gladys Bocanegra handed over her scarf.
Told her, sit down, sit down, sit down. So she squatted and she sat, and the baby came out.
One woman named Isabel literally gave Polly the coat off her back. The mom was so appreciative, she decided to name the baby after the Good Samaritan. The baby will now be known forever as Isla Isabel.
It's meant to be my name. Well, it's meant to be Isla Polly, but it's now Isla Isabel. But we're very happy with it. We have no way of contacting Isabel.
It's true. Isabel disappeared after all that commotion. And now everyone wants to track her down.
The family is hoping to find her. So Isabel, if you're watching this and you're telling your family this story and they don't believe you, Isabel, your coat, they're looking for you.
Well, mystery solved. Inside Edition has found Isabel. Her full name is Isabel Williams. She was on her way to her job at a nearby home decor store when she came to the pregnant mom's aid.
She's a real New Yorker. She was born on the streets of New York.
The couple already have 2 young children. It was an expensive day in court for former Friends star Lisa Kudrow. The jury has just decided that she does owe her former manager more than $1.5 million. We were there exclusively as the verdict came in.
It's exclusive video of a somber Lisa Kudrow at the moment she loses a bitter court battle with her former manager.
Have you reached a verdict? Yes, we have.
The jury voted 10-2 against the Friends star. She must now pay $1.6 million. Kudrow managed a faint smile as she left court in Santa Monica following the verdict. Here's what her lawyer had to say.
It's not over. It's just one decision.
Kudrow herself had no comment as she got into a waiting car and drove off. But her former manager, Scott Howard, was jubilant as he celebrated with his legal team.
Well, I feel gratified, and it was our agreement, and I live up to my agreement. I expect others to live up to theirs as well.
Howard was fired by Kudrow after Friends ended its run in 2004. He claims she owed him residuals from the $120 million she's made from the legendary show.
I'm having trouble following. Could you ask the question again?
When Kudrow testified in court, her former manager's lawyer said she was acting dumb like her character Phoebe, the kooky blonde she played on Friends.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
You really, in real life, bear no relationship to the character Phoebe, right?
You mean like right now? I don't know.
After the verdict, Kudrow's lawyer blasted the claim that she was acting on the stand.
That was putting in something to deflect the jurors from the truth.
We spoke to jury foreman Stephen DeBode, who was one of the 2 jurors who voted in favor of Lisa Kudrow.
When the case was over, I went straight to Lisa Kudrow and apologized for the verdict. I think it's wrong.
Our recent report on stone skiers has gotten quite a reaction. Since our story aired, a popular but illegal shack on the mountain where we saw lots of pot smoking has been blown up. And now some skiers and boarders are furious that their beloved cabin has gone up in smoke.
Our investigation into snowboarders who get high smoking pot is making a big impact. That is all that's left today of this elaborate smoke shack called Leo's at the famed Breckenridge Ski Resort in Colorado. We placed hidden cameras inside and caught skiers and snowboarders streaming in and out all day to get high. After smoking marijuana, they considered to be a danger to themselves and others on the slopes. Now the Breckenridge Resort Ski Patrol is taking action, dynamiting the shack. And that has some people very angry.
I hope you guys very now don't ever come back to Breckenridge, Colorado. We'll be dying, bird in hell.
This voicemail sounds like a sinister threat.
We're all watching you really closely right now. We're going to show you really good comedy back here.
One text message sent to our investigative producer said, it's probably best that you never take another ski trip to Colorado. This email complained, take this as a personal message of hate. But the U.S. Forest Service told us, thank you for your story. You did a great job messaging how unsafe use of marijuana can be on the slope.
They show snowboarders, but they said it was
Vail
skiers.
Resorts, which owns Breckenridge, says they take a zero tolerance
Don't let
approach
facts
to
get in the
skiing
way of a
while
good
under the
story.
influence, and they say that Vail and the Forest Service have actually destroyed illegal structures on 4 different mountains over the last several weeks. Did this couple buy their way into a Winter Olympic competition? They were there representing the Caribbean nation of Dominica, but now words like fraud are being used to describe this American businessman and his Italian-born wife. Paul Boyd explains why.
Cross-country skier Gary Lamoureux, a 46-year-old financial executive from Staten Island, and his Italian wife Angelica.
Did this mega-rich couple buy their way into the Olympics?
Who's a fuck
Former
cares?
hedge fund manager Gary Silvestri and his wife Angelica represented the tiny nation of Dominica. They're the only 2 people who have ever competed in the Winter Games for the Caribbean island country.
Actually, though, it's interesting, they have no direct ties to Dominica, but they were granted citizenship.
Silvestri, a Wall Street big shot, is an American citizen, but he proudly carried the flag of Dominica. So how did they come to represent Dominica when they live in this $20 million estate in Montana? They allegedly spent $175,000 apiece to become citizens of Dominica.
We call them Olympic tourists because they're not really true Olympic athletes in the normal sense of the term.
Silvestri and his wife are skilled cross-country skiers, but at age 47 and 48, they're hardly Olympic caliber. Now headlines are causing them huge embarrassment, like this one, how they duped the Olympics. Angelica never showed up for her race, saying she broke her nose, and Gary quit his race seconds after the start, citing illness. The New York Times summed it up this way. The Silvestris are proof that acquiring nationality in a balmy place can still provide a path to the Winter Games for unlikely athletes who would be unable to make the cut in their countries of origin.
For their part, the Silvestris say they legitimately met all the requirements needed to compete in the Olympics, and the Dominica Olympic Committee denies that anything was handled improperly. Now, the Oscar-nominated song that today is a viral phenomenon. If you've seen the movie Frozen, you've heard the song Let It Go. And even if you haven't seen the movie, that song, it seems, is everywhere. Tons of kids are making their own Let It Go videos, and now the grown-ups are getting in on the act, too. Let it go.
It's the song that's becoming a worldwide sensation. Let It Go from the hit movie Frozen. Singer Idina Menzel's rendition has logged a whopping 112 million hits on YouTube. And now people everywhere are recording their own versions.
Let it go, let it go. Can't hold you back anymore. Let it go, let it go.
And it's not just cute kids.
I don't care what they're going to say.
And it's a song that's got America singing.
Good Morning America staged a huge Let It Go sing-along today with choirs in New York, Disney World, and Arkansas. Even animal expert Jack Hanna joined in. Everyone seems to know the lyrics.
Let it go, let it go.
Can't hold it back anymore.
Never sing Solidarity.
Let it go.
International.
See me cry. Let it go.
At Millikan Middle School School for the Performing Arts in Los Angeles, music teacher Leo Krudsak explained why the song has become such a hit with kids.
They want to be heard. They want to be powerful. They don't want to be just little kids in their environment. They want to change the world. And this song has all of that.
Let It Go is nominated for Best Song at next Sunday's Oscars, and it's the favorite to win. So get ready to hear a lot more of Let It Go.
Let it go, let it go. And the winds slip and over. Let it go,
You have a version of Some Girl?
I've never heard this damn thing.
Yeah, but you know it by now.
I'm actually doing my best to not
And you're going to
pay
hear that song a
attention.
lot more. Idina Menzel, who sings it in the movie, will be performing it Sunday at the Oscars.
Next, parking meter Robin Hoods. They're feeding meters for strangers. So why is it leading to war on the streets? Move on. Well, there's the camera, and that's the idiot who's holding it.
All right.
For an epic downpour here on the red carpet. And the cast of American Hustle Total One Edition. Plus, just released, Justin Bieber's sobriety test. Can he walk a straight line? Inside Edition in high definition. We'll be right back.
Let it go.
War on the streets. I'm glad that Battleground
I love that scar.
I really didn't think it was possible for you to
It's a
be any
war.
more handsome than you already were.
Very incestuous, this relationship. All new Jimmy Kimmel Live, 11:35, 10:35 Central. Tonight on ABC.
Tonight at 11, you won't see them on the label. Cancer-causing chemicals found in body wash and makeup sold here in Massachusetts.
They can penetrate directly into your bloodstream.
A new Center 5 health alert. The danger you can avoid at 11.
It's Empire's buy one, get two free sale. Buy carpet or flooring with installation for one room and get carpet or flooring for 2 rooms free. Schedule a free in-home estimate now.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I really hope that.
Seize the day. Sleepy's one-day mattress sale is today only. That's just one day to save up to 70% on select Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest mattresses. Only at Sleepy's, the mattress professionals, making the world a better place to sleep.
At Southern New Hampshire University, we traveled across the country to celebrate the success of our online students in Britain at graduation.
Thank you guys for giving me
What's up, Johnny? I'm making a Doge video.
Because we believe student success is success for
Doge. So she'll be like, wow, such currency.
Congratulations, Daddy.
Find your online graduate or undergraduate
Much
program
paid,
today at
many credits,
sfs.edu.
so tender.
With Encore, everyone's in tune for dinner.
It's Empire's buy one, get two free sale.
How do we skip commercials?
It's Empire. Embrace Empire.
For 2 rooms free.
I love how all of the things just like jump on top of the carpet.
It's just released video of Justin Bieber taking a sobriety test the day he was arrested in Miami.
You're watching just released video of Justin Bieber trying to walk a straight line for a sobriety test. Shortly after he was arrested in Miami Beach on those charges of drunk driving and resisting arrest. Dressed in a hooded outfit and wearing bright red sneakers, Bieber tries it again at the police station, and he wanders off to the side. Bieber later posed for this now infamous smiling mugshot, then was arraigned before a judge and pled not guilty. But before all that, the task of walking a straight line seemed like more than he could handle.
California has been in the throes of a drought for 2 years. Fortunately, the rain is now coming, but unfortunately, as luck would have it, it'll be just in time for the Oscars. Jim Marie tells us how they're preparing for what they promise to be a monsoon.
The 20-foot Oscar statues are covered in plastic today as record-breaking rainfall
Somebody just
heads
sent
for
the
LA over Oscar
email to
weekend.
news at
Clear
13
tent
and
has
it
also
said,
been erected to protect the stars and their
they saw
designer
some clips on
dust
Channel
on the
9
biggest night
in
in
Southern
entertainment.
California. And one of
We were there as the world's
and he
most
said, I
famous
think the
red
mayor
carpet
was
rolled
in
out
one of the
a day
clips
early
calling
to
you
meet
guys
the
knuckle.
storm. It too
So I
was
guess
covered
Dr.
in
Dave is the
plastic.
mayor now.
This won't be your typical rainstorm. Forecasters are predicting
Dwayne was
more
dressed
rain over the next
by
few days
the
than
authority
Southern
that he
California has
All
seen
mayors
in an
have chest
entire
hair
year.
just flopping around.
weather anchor Kai Goldberg.
We're looking at major rainfall. In the foothill regions, we could see up to 6, maybe 7 inches of rain, and that can be very dangerous.
So what will the stars do to protect their elaborate do's, makeup, and gowns?
Rain and hair don't mix for the most part because sometimes it can get frizzy. There's a lot of humidity in the air. So we may see a lot of slip back styles. Stars that may have had their hair planned to be down, they may put it up.
This isn't the first time rain has threatened Oscar festivities. This was the scene
People
in
really care
2008.
about this.
Let's check out these cuties, all dressed up for the big event.
Give me that attitude.
These kids are right out of the 70s
kids,
as
tits
they
and
pose
tea,
as the
tits
cast
and
of
tea.
Best Picture nominee, American Hustle.
A little smile. Just a little one.
Kayla makes a wistful Kate Blanchett, the Best Actress favorite for Blue Jasmine.
Go forward like that.
Miles is Chiwetel Ejiofor in 12 Years a Slave, nominated for 9 awards. Photographer Trisha Mesereau recreated the posters for her annual Toddlewood extravaganza.
I really have to look for a poster that has a really, opportunity for kids to be in, and they're tastefully done. I look straight ahead.
Here, Miles strikes the same pose as Forrest Whitaker in the poster for The Butler, down to the white-gloved hands.
And, of course, we'll be at the Academy Awards on Sunday, getting wet if we have to, just to be sure to bring you all the action. It happens to everybody. Your parking meter expires and you end up with a ticket. Well, these self-described Robin Hoods have been out there feeding the meters and saving total strangers from the meter maid. But as Lisa Guerrero reports, that has led to near war.
In this quaint New England city of Keene, New Hampshire, a war is going on.
Move on. No. Leave her alone. No. I think you guys are a couple of knuckleheads.
Even the local pastor finds himself on the front lines.
Just because you got a right to be out here doesn't mean it's the right thing to do.
So what's the war over? This. Parking meters. What these guys are doing seems innocent enough. They go up and down the downtown shopping district and feed the meters before they expire. But because of their activities, the city's ticket revenues are going down. Pastor David Berman says the so-called do-gooders are in reality nothing but bullies, harassing parking enforcement agents by chasing them around town, videotaping them,
Hey, why are you going that way?
and taunting them.
We're gonna follow you wherever you go. You're not gonna get away with it today.
This ticket agent got so fed up with what he says was harassment by the so-called do-gooders, the town says he quit. Now the divided citizens of Keene find themselves videotaping each other.
That's the camera, and that's the idiot who's holding it and hassling people.
You actually pulled out a camera and you followed them and you actually did some name calling of your own.
I certainly did. I call them knuckleheads because they're knuckleheads. And
Do you regret using that kind of language?
I absolutely do not regret it. They're knuckleheads.
These so-called knuckleheads say they're just like Robin Hood, but others call them anarchists. Garret Ean and Graham Colson are two prominent members who cruise around town coming to the assistance of complete strangers.
Hey, this one's expired, but we're gonna help you.
Hey, good job!
People appreciate it. You get a lot of positive feedback from it.
And when they find a parking attendant, they whip out their cameras and start recording.
If you are physically running after somebody when they're trying to do their job, isn't that harassment?
I see why that would make the parking enforcers uncomfortable. It's not something I've been engaging in.
So many locals are fed up, they've started accompanying female parking agents to shield them from some of the Robin Hooders. One guy got so worked up, he gave chase after this Robin Hooder.
Leave him alone.
If you're standing up for myself and you're smashing that camera over your head, then so be it.
Gary Lamoureux runs the city's parking enforcement.
We have no problem with that videotaping. They can videotape all they wish. What we do have a problem with is getting in the way of doing our jobs or intimidating or harassing or bullying our employees.
That's the camera, and that's the idiot who's holding it.
The city actually lost a legal case trying to keep 6 of the Robin Hooders away from their employees. When we come back, the love affair, is it over between Katy Perry and John Mayer?
Sometimes
No,
What are the chances that they're going to talk about Dick before the show is over? I mean, that's what I'm hoping.
I hear John Mayer and Katie Perry haven't been getting along for a little while.
They didn't show John at all.
Tonight's primetime lineup on Channel 5 is brought to you by New England Baptist
I guess the city may have been like, you know what?
orthopedic hospitals of the country.
It was quick though. You think of all the stuff they filmed, all they could have done. And like, that's what it's
Tonight on ABC.
War was used like at least 5 times, Knucklehead 3 times.
This is the drama.
Yeah, I love the quotes they got from Dave Berman. Like, I call them knuckleheads because they are knuckleheads.
I thought it was a good way of showing that here's one side that's totally the name column. They got quotes from you where somebody it's not productive to be putting people down and meeting them to name column. So I see why they chose to make that like snippet. They're all about showing the guy that he's reasonable.
The journalism.
I don't want to go to jail. I never have. I still don't.
That alliance with Campbell seems to be paying off. Sitting coverage.
Why do they use him in all of these? Like, that's what's cool.
I'm glad they didn't use any more.
It was the most
That was-
confrontational video
like,
ever.
oh man, if they use too much Cantwell, we're gonna have to write a post. Like, Cantwell is not associated with us. He like banned like one of us and stuff. So good stuff. He's no longer allowed to be a free skater if he can do it.
ABC used Cecilia footage also.
Yeah, Cecilia was the harasser.
This year's nominated films.
100 feet away.
Demand's biggest collection ever.
Further.
Xfinity is the best way to prepare for the
What were the
Oscars.
Oscar
Sunday, March
treats,
2nd on ABC.
Did they ever use that too?
It's Stay and Play
That was when Cantwell was there.
presented by Toyota and the
I mean, I do understand why they use that footage because it's like the worst footage they can buy. But I really never understood why they use that. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're able to say it's a certain wrong. When they say running after someone, they're able to say they're running. But they don't show the one of you in your neighborhood.
Stay and play safely in all weather conditions. From the Berkshires
I mean, to me, I don't really care. It shows her like running across the street.